I've been blowing glass for the better part of 15 years now. I have been instructing glass about 7 years now. It starts out as a form of silica, and then we melt it at about 23 to 2400 degrees Fahrenheit, and then it becomes liquid. After it becomes liquid, we then use special pipes that we gather glass on and introduce air inside of it. We start out with the very basic of glass blowing classes, one that's called Play with Fire. And we have Public Glass allow people to come in, people who've never approached glass before, and we teach them how to pick up the glass and then, of course, introduce color and texture. We have a warm working shop where there'll be lamp working and fusing and slumping and kiln casting. If somebody has a great idea, we have the facility for them to be able to execute their ideas here at Public Glass.
Real life, I'm an electrical engineer, do telecommunication stuff, and do glass blowing on the side. Saw an advertisement for Public Glass in the Open Studios catalog and decided to come down and check it out, and I've been kind of hanging out here ever since. It's a good conversation starter, frankly. You know, not too many people do this, and it's a good way to break the ice in a conversation.
I'm a glass artist here in San Francisco. I've been blowing glass now for about 13 years, and my body of work deals with glass redwood trees, the old growth redwood trees specifically that you see here in California, and the things in nature that are symbiotic to the forest. In college, I played a little bit with ceramics. I did a little bit, mostly glass, took some drawing, some paper making classes to sort of build my basic skills of design and learning color, learning how to do sculpture, 3D design, and those elements. That really helped me out. Make sure it's your passion, you know, and have a lot of dedication and persistence. It can be frustrating at times, but it can be very rewarding.
I have been in glass for about 5 years. I create sculpture on the torch, so it's a little bit more of a individual art as opposed to being out on the floor where you really work with a team of people. Most of my large pieces take about a month to make. It's really a different form of art than what you see out on the hot shop floor, which is a much more immediate process. With borosilicate glass, which is what I use, the coefficient of expansion is much different, and it allows you in some ways more flexibility with the process, and then in other ways, of course, more hurdles. But what it does allow is for you to add on to a piece day after day, week after week. So this is kind of what I start with over here, is all the colors in the rod form. And also, as you can see on the table, the plates of glass frits and powders. In finding glass, I really feel like I found again a creative path for my life and something that's a lot more fulfilling.
What I like about glass blowing is the material. It's a kind of this ever-changing hot material that you can do anything with, and whether you want it to be a vessel or say a sculpture, you have this capacity to just change it, you know, and manipulate it and go with it.
I just really enjoy the skill set that I have to learn to do this. It's very hands-on. It's completely opposite of what I do in my day job, and this is just sort of like, I call it extreme pottery. It's just a lot of fun.
I love the fire. I love the fluidity of it. I love the ability to be working something that can at the same time be both rigid and moving.
Well, one, I get to play with fire. Two, it's fun to play with molten glass. Three, you just get to have a lot of fun. I plan to keep it up and keep doing it.